Hi, this is Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, and I'm Stacy. And Homestead Homies, we're going to take a look and see what's going on in the garden today. Doug, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm making fertilizer. Psych! But in this episode, we're going to tell you how to make your urine, your pee, into nitrogen-rich fertilizer. And you just got cuckoo!
Woohoo!
Alright guys, so seriously, you're always looking for ways to grow your garden, to grow your vegetables, to keep your compost pile hot. And when we tell you this, I don't know how they're going to take it.
I don't know either, but...
I mean, they're either going to man up and say, wow, that's great, and start implementing it, or they're going to go, wow, that's gross.
Yeah.
Alright, what do you got?
Well, urine.
You mean you're up?
Urine.
You're in?
Urine.
You're in what?
Urine.
Trouble?
Urine.
You're in trouble?
Pee-pee.
Pee-pee?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really... Pee-pee.
So urine is a great nitrogen fertilizer. Fresh urine. It has to be fresh urine because it'll lose the nitrogen as it gets older. But fresh urine is the best, and it's sterile. I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying that you could pee in and it would probably...
It almost makes you uncomfortable to talk about it.
Living out here, I'm not uncomfortable talking about anything.
Well, come on then. You seem kind of shy about it right now.
No. So I'm talking about urine, using it as a fertilizer.
Right.
Now, I would not suggest using it as a fertilizer if you are on
Medications. Don't do it.
Antibiotics, different medications.
Right.
If you have like a urinary tract infection like that, I wouldn't. But if you're not on any meds, you're a healthy person, definitely this is something to do. It's also a huge compost accelerator. So if you have a compost pile who needs a little charge, it's cold, I would just go out there, and a man would be better, and just do it.
Well, you just say what a bucket is worth, right? For like you could just.
Well, on a compost pile, I would just put it on directly.
Right.
The things I'm gonna give you.
Yeah, we're gonna tell you about the garden.
3 different dilution rates if you do want to do this. But once you think about it, at first you're like, ew, gross, that's gross. But it makes total sense. I mean, you're out there shoveling chicken manure and there's horse manure,
cow manure.
You never know the cow manure. You never know.
Manure.
And all that. Well, the urine is, like I say, sterile, and it's very high in nitrogen.
Look, guys, seriously, can we talk a second? I mean, you come to this channel, we live off grid. We're trying to teach you guys how to be sustainable, how to get away from buying products. I mean, let this just sink in for a second. Okay, this is a sustainable way for you to provide nutrients for your food. Okay, and you know the source, right?
And it's cheap.
Right. All right, back to our program.
Okay. So, corn, if anyone's growing popcorn or corn or any of that, it needs a lot of nitrogen, right?
Right.
So, if you would do this, then you would use the urine, fresh urine, and you would dilute it at a ratio of about 4 to 1. So this is the one thing that's going to need the least diluted. So 4 to 1 is corn, and you would just put it around the roots. Don't put it on the actual plant, but put it around the roots.
Everything's for ground soaking.
Right. Every 2 weeks. Okay?
For how long?
Just for the whole time. Until it's ready.
The whole time?
Well, until you start seeing the little...
Can you imagine? See, it's like when we do our foraging videos, and I'm going to digress for a second. But when we do our foraging videos and we teach you guys, about the dandelions, right? And how society has made you to think that dandelions and lamb's quarter are weeds and you need to dispense of them, right? Because then that forces you into the store buying their stuff, or maybe you have a garden so you're growing like the standard stuff. But it's just, to me, I'm just trying to say that it's weird that everything that's really good for you, right, even like what we're talking about right now with this nitrogen-rich fertilizer, is stuff that they've got you like convinced to be grossed out about and to think is not good and to kill and destroy, when actually it's so good for you.
Right. Now, so for your corn, I would do it a ratio of 4 to 1. If you're going to do like your plants, like fruit-bearing plants, if it's going to be like tomatoes and peppers, or like leafy type plants like broccoli or spinach, cabbage, those kind of plants, I would do a ratio of about 10 to 1. Okay?
10 cups.
Lettuces, any greens, any kind of greens too. Yeah,
10 cups water, 1 cup
right.
urine.
Or anything, 10 to 1, however you're going to do it. So if you had a big 5-gallon bucket, 10 to 1, however you're going to do
Right,
it.
right.
Right. So 10 to 1 for that. Okay? The last one, you're going to do 20 to 1 ratio when you have like your little tender seedlings, if you're transplanting something.
More diluted, yeah.
Right. You want to dilute it more, something like that. That's a little bit more. But don't ever put it on it. Put it around the base.
Right.
And that's it. It's just 20 to 1 ratio for your seedlings and your tender plants or transplants. 10 to 1 for your, garden plants like tomatoes and peppers and cabbages and lettuces and greens and all that and broccoli. You can put that in there, and then corn is 4 to 1. And that's just kind of an easy way to remember it.
Now, can you just imagine all the people on the other side of this screen right now going, oh man, I'm never eating any vegetables if I go to DOUG and STACY's house.
But remember, fresh urine is sterile, and we
Right.
don't take any medication.
Oh, we don't. I mean, you're getting the bomb stuff here.
Yeah.
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 I mean, you got to try this stuff. You know what I mean? You got to break away from these societal programming, like what they call norms, and start. This stuff's been going on. I mean, heck, since time. I mean, forever. And then we're so far removed from all these tricks and all these things that can benefit. You're growing your food. We're so far removed from it. I mean, it's just that's all by design to keep you dependent on the system and the man. Break free from that stuff. I know you guys watch our videos because that's what you're trying to do. We're trying to bring you this information. So let it, digest, take it in, research it.
And
don't
we
believe
also
anything
talk
we
about
say.
aging in place.
Yeah.
This is, you don't need to shovel any manure anymore.
Right. Or buy it. So
Buy it.
like
If
if
you
you're
need a
worried about
fertilizer.
your budget, we're drinking water, and the water is a byproduct. I mean, instead, just think about how much sense this makes. So you can use this nitrogen-rich free fertilizer, or you can put it in a bowl of water and flush it to
down.
your county or city water treatment plant where they can steal your tax dollars, treat that water, and send it back to your bowl and your faucet with fluoride and chlorine and all this
Or
chloride.
here, your grass. If you live in a subdivision and you have you want grass needs nitrogen too. I mean,
Right.
you could use this for a fertilizer for anything. Your shrubs, your trees, your fruit trees.
Everything.
I mean, all this you can use it for anything.
What are those ratios?
10 to 1. No, that would be 10 to 1.
Right. I'm
For
just
most
kidding.
anything, it will be 10 to 1.
Right.
So anything that you do, all those other things like the trees and stuff, I would go 10 to 1. 20 to 1 would be, if you're not quite sure.
The only
But-
bummer thing about this video is we don't have anything to link.
no. So, but that's it. I just, there's so much out there that we have just been like, our eyes have been covered. I mean, people
All by
were
design.
doing that.
It's forever.
Yeah.
Just like the human manure, right? We compost our toilets. There's a link right there. And, it's been going on for thousands of years. I mean, it's no big deal, and it's cleaner than a regular toilet. Everything about it is very good, and you're returning everything to the earth. And I know that you guys saw me burning the hay that was left over this year. I'm gonna work on composting that. What's his name? Jamaican. The guy who lives in Jamaica. Isn't Jamaica? Dang it. Well, you know who I'm talking about. We talked about you. You weren't giving me the business about burning that. A lot of people were. So I'm going to work harder on composting that too. We do a lot of composting around here, and I just don't like to fiddle with that stuff because we have piles of it. But I'm going to snatch some of that stuff out. I'm going to use it in the compost. We're going to get better at that too. So we learn stuff from you guys. Hopefully you're learning stuff from us. Now go pee in your food.
Okay.
You're supposed to laugh at my
I'm
jokes.
laughing
Gosh.
inside.
I'm the yin, you're supposed to be my yang.
I am. Okay.
Okay, what?
That's it.
You like dudded out on the end of my video.
Now, I'm ready to go. This is good. I want you guys just to expand your horizons and, think about it. I mean, it might gross you out, but think about it.
And research it. Don't believe anything that we say. Look this stuff up. Do your own research. All we're trying to do is bring you the information that we found out.
Right.
So this is Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. I'm Doug.
And I'm Stacy.
Now go make your nitrogen-rich fertilizer for free. See you on the next episode.
See ya.